This week, as we focused on suicide, one thing that we're hoping, just families will talk about it.
So normalizing these kinds of conversations so important before there's a problem, so that your kids will open up and let you know when they're in pain. Melanie is joining us again from Heretomorrow, where counselors are taking phone calls. And Mel, we've covered a lot this week, and this final day is really dedicated to making sure that people know what to do with all the information that you've provided to them.
Yeah, and to talk. I mean, that's the one thing that I think we've talked about the most, is that we need to start these conversations. As you said, normalize the conversations. Don't get to the point where you are thinking about suicide. There are so many stopgaps in the way. And this is a place that's really trying to give people access to that care. It's called Heretomorrow. It's here in Neptune Beach, and they offer no-cost counseling from peer specialists, people who are trained to be there for you and to help you get to that next point, a point of happiness and a point of hope. I want to bring in Joe Kinney, who is the co-founder of this organization. Joe, you know, you said you have only been in business 11 months. It took 7 months to get everything up and going. But what you've seen is just a tremendous outpouring of need in the community.
Much more than I could have ever imagined. I thought we'd get 1 or 2 people a week or a month coming in, and it started like that. Now it's 20 or 30 or 50. It's at 500 right now in 11 months that we're working with, that the peers are working with.
Yeah. Joe, I want you to share your story, because that's really what motivated you to start this organization. You lost your son nearly 3 years ago, and at his funeral you said there has to be something, there needs to be some structure that you just didn't see. You knew something was going on with him. Tell us more about Gary.
Like many other people in the country, they have a son or a daughter and they're struggling and you don't know what to do. And I'm a person who knows everybody somewhere, and I had no idea what to do. I didn't know what was wrong. Later on, I found out he had catatonic depression, and he'd go into periods where he literally couldn't talk for an hour or two. And he disassociated with the world and became a hermit. And it was the hardest thing for me and my wife Denise to handle, and how to take care of him and what to do with him. And I even went to a psychiatrist myself to learn how to talk with Gary, to know the verbiage, to know what to do. I guess I sort of became a peer specialist, but I wasn't at their level at all. And in essence, Gary and I failed. And Gary took his life, and at his funeral, we decided we were going to change this. We were going to put something together that we were going to help. And we started the idea and started building on it, and got a board together who had the same passions. And we're fortunate to get Hannah Hackworth, who is an incredible human being, to be our executive director. And we put this structure together in the last 7 months of how to do this and what to do. And then the godsend came in our peer specialists, who, if you've been watching them on TV, they're unbelievable. They are truly unbelievable human beings.
Joe, thank you. Thank you. I see you getting emotional. I know this is good work that you are doing, and the community thanks you for it. I think we should point out that they also just got a $1 million grant to keep this work going. You know, as Joe said, he knows everyone in the community, and he's tapping on those people to try to make this organization flourish. And here's the thing, everybody in this room, they've been through something. You know, these are peers. These are people who also have dealt with mental health issues, maybe considered suicide, or lost someone to suicide. So when you make that call, they are passionate, they are kind, and they can relate to you. And schedule an appointment to do virtual counseling or in-person counseling, all at no cost. So we will be here through 10 o'clock. Make that call now. That number, 372-9087. If you have a question, if you know someone that might need some help, and maybe you could be that linked to connect them. They are also here until 8 p.m. So if you missed this morning, they're here 8 to 8, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6 on the weekends. We'll check back in just a little bit. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you. Personal stories, but so important to just have those conversations, Mel. Really appreciate it.